I have used, developed and challenged conventions from each of my media packages. Now I will look at how the conventions have been used, developed or challenged for my trailer. I will firstly look at the conventions I have decided to use in my own trailer. We can say that I have followed conventions as I have followed the same social realism style that was used in both Kiddlehood and Bullet Boy. I have used a narrative of creating a typical storyline. For example, there is a young male that is trying to leave the gang lifestyle. This is the same with Kiddlehood and Bullet Boy. For example, in Bullet Boy, a young male has been released from jail and he is trying to better himself. This is the same type of story that I am trying to portray, and the character keeps on trying to get dragged back in. I was hoping to clearly portray this by using a voiceover, effective shots and good props. In Kiddlehood there is a large rivalry between gangs. However, I have also decided to use gangs as a big influence in my trailer. Therefore, we can see many scenes where the main character is getting attacked or threatened by rival gang members. By doing this, I am following conventions and keeping in line with the narrative of typical British social realism film. I have tried to portray the fact that my main character wants to leave his life by using voiceovers and also using scenes where he is talking to friends, telling them about leaving this kind of life. And the fact that I have used action scenes of him being hurt shows that he is not allowed to leave and is being dragged back in forcefully. When looking at the starting of the trailers, we can see that I have again used conventions. At the beginning of my trailer, we see the revolver sign. This has also been done with the Kiddlehood trailer. By doing this, I am clearly showing that my trailer and film have been backed by larger institutions. This would make my film more attractive, and if somebody saw the trailer, they may associate my film with previous social realism films that have been made, and this could promote it and convince them to go out and watch the film. I did this because Kiddlehood is already a reputable film, and they have used Revolver to make that film. Therefore, by adding Revolver at the beginning of my trailer also becomes reputable. When looking at Kiddlehood and Bullet Boy, we can see that many establishing shots are used to show an urban area. I have done the same. To do this, I have filmed a shot that almost shows a skyline with traffic going by. Not only have I done this, I have developed the convention by speeding up the scene to almost show that time is progressing. It was very important that I followed this convention, as using location is very important, as it tells the viewer about where the film is set and also clearly shows the genre of social realism. When looking at the Kiddlehood trailer, we can see that as it goes on, the pace fastens. I have done the same thing. To do this, I have heightened specific sounds as the trailer goes on. For example, the soundtrack starts off quieter and progresses to get louder. By doing this, the tempo is building. I have also created a big climax at the end of my trailer through the use of the baseball bat swinging towards the camera. By doing this, I am creating a very exciting tone to both all my media package and keeping my viewer interested. When looking at the Kiddlehood trailer, we can see that there are many fighting and action scenes. I have decided to use this convention as it clearly shows my narrative and my genre. To do this, I use specific scenes, like one of my main characters getting hit with lighting, and another scene where car windows are getting smashed in. By doing this, I am again showing aggression of the young characters and the struggle that the main character is facing. In a way, we can say that I have developed conventions. For example, in both the Bullet Boy poster and the Kiddlehood poster, we can see that many intertitles have been used. Text comes onto the screen. Especially in the Bullet Boy poster, we can see this is heavily used. Whereas with my poster, I have relied more on a voiceover. However, towards the end of my trailer, I have used my tagline to come onto the screen in two separate parts. This also helps the ending of my trailer from where the baseball bat swings towards the camera and creating suspense. By doing this, I am using the same tagline that was present in both my poster and my website. This again creates a sense of house style and keeps everything consistent. It is clear to tell that my trailer is for the same film as my poster and my website. I have made the tagline very rememberable, as part of the tagline comes on, then we see a shot of the main character holding a baseball bat to the rival gang member's head. Then the rest of the tagline appears, and then I finish off my trailer with the bat swinging towards the camera. By doing this, I'm creating an action scene that also shocks my audiences and also creates a sense of suspense. A sense of enigma could also be created, as viewers would want to know what happens. As we do not see the character actually get hit, the scene blacks out and we are left with the production information. When looking at all trailers in general, we could say that a billing block is used at the end of it. This is something that I have also followed. This is often irrelevant information and just for people that have starred in the film or made the film. However, this is not a feature that is exceptionally important with the British social realism film, as the actors and the director are not well known, so nobody will look into too much depth about the names that are involved on the billing block. When looking at the Kidulthood trailer, we can see there are many scenes with the two girls using drugs. I have decided to follow this convention, although I have developed it in a way as I have only two males, and they are drug dealers, not drug users. By doing this, I am showing the struggle that the main character is facing by having to sell drugs. Also, by using drugs, I am showing the struggle that this young male is facing, and in a way also talking about current social issues. In my trailer, I have shown the main character smoking. I have purposely done this to show that before he wanted to change, he was a negative character. However, as the trailer goes on, he begins to stop and change his life. This clearly displays the narrative of the character wanting to change his life around and become a good person. At the beginning of my trailer, drugs were evident, especially when they were being weighed up and sold. This clearly showed viewers that this character was a negative person. However, when he was chased away, it did create a sense of sympathy. I decided to use drugs as it is definitely a typical convention of British social realism film and British society in general, as drug abuse is a common problem with young teenagers. When looking at the length of trailers, we can say that I have developed conventions. For example, the Kidulthood trailer is almost over 2 minutes, whereas my poster is only 1 minute 28. Therefore, I have shortened it. However, I have done this purposely, as I did not want to give too much away and I wanted to create a sense of enigma and suspense so that viewers would actually go to the cinema to watch the film. However, I do feel that I have shown my viewer enough information that will get them hooked. When the name of the film comes onto the screen, we can see that motion has been used. I purposely did this so that my name of the film looks professionally made and very exceptional. This is a feature that was also done with the Kidulthood poster, so we can say that I have used conventions. However, I have added special effects that Kidulthood did not use, and hopefully this will appeal to audiences. I have made the title of the film much more eye-catching and appealing. When looking at the font used, we can again see that it is Urban Jungle. This shows that I have used the same font across all three of my media packages, the poster, the website and the trailer. This again creates house style and consistency, clearly showing that all the media products are related. When looking at mise-en-scène and props, we can clearly see that I have used money, drugs and iconic weapons, also vehicles. By doing this, I am clearly showing the narrative and the struggle that the young teenagers are facing. When looking at the way that my character is dressed throughout the film, we can see that throughout the trailer, we can see that he wears a baseball cap and often hooded jackets. This fits typical conventions of social realism films. This also allows audiences to relate to the characters that are in the film, and this in turn would make the film more appealing to them. I have decided to purposely dress my villains in full tracksuits and hooded tops. By doing this, this also portrays them as negative characters and also fulfills stereotypes. When looking at the Kidulthood and the Bullet Boy trailers, we can see that violence is a heavy element. I have decided to follow this. I did this because it clearly shows that my film is for a social realism genre. It also shows the problems that the young character will be facing. This again is something that audiences could relate to. As the trailer progresses towards the end, I have tried to create a sense of enigma, as I did not want to give too much away. Therefore, as the bat swings towards the camera at the end of my trailer, I simply cut it out to black. We do not see the character after he is hit. This creates a sense of enigma and may persuade audiences to go out and watch the film. The film then cuts out to the name of the film. This in turn could allow viewers to come up with their own alternative ending. We can see on the other hand that I have developed some conventions. For example, in both my Bullet Boy trailer and my Kidulthood trailer, we could see that females play a definitive role, although it is often sexualized and submissive. In my trailer, there is no mention of a female. I have done this purposely, so that the focus is on the male characters and the problems that he is facing. This also, again, would allow viewers to relate, and also makes my film trailer realistic. When looking at the Kidulthood trailer, we can see that the title of the film comes on at the beginning. I have decided to challenge this convention and put on the title of my film at the end. I did this purposely, so that by the end of the trailer, viewers will already be hooked and really want to know what the film is called. Therefore, they will go out and search the film, and therefore access the website, and again use social networking sites to promote the film. I wanted the title to be the last thing that audiences see, so then it's inside their mind and it's something that they remember. When looking at the conventions for the Kidulthood trailer, we can see that aggression is immediately visible. However, with the Bullet Boy poster, aggression tends to build up, and we can clearly see a sense of disequilibrium towards the middle and the end of the trailer. I have followed Bullet Boy with this convention and not decided to use disequilibrium straight away, as this could bore audiences. And by using disequilibrium straight away, it would take away from the entertainment value that I am trying to portray.